Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, another hot minute. Sorry-ish. I said that very broadly. Bring you up to date with where we are. Northern Nats over and done with. Oh my god, amazing. We're going to jump into that a little bit of traveling, what's coming up next. I do have you in a little bit of a phone holder that is a bit different to what I'm used to, so it's a little bit of a weird angle, and I don't know if I'm happy with it. For those of you who can see the video, yeah, you're looking at a lot of space above my head. I do realize, sorry guys, trying to make this shit work. Northern Nats was absolutely bloody phenomenal. I do have red Senna Nats. I don't care about your boo-boo, mate.
But I come off.
I'm recording. See ya.
Hi guys, I love yous.
Oh my god, my son is trying to photobomb. And as you guys know, I'm sorry you have a boo-boo, but it's not my priority right now. Guys, when I say he's got a boo-boo, he literally has a red mark on his leg.
Don't try wheelie a motorbike for your first time on
He...
gravel. Efforts.
Anyway, back to the conversation I was having. Northern Nats was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely awesome team that I was working with. Look, I had one run-in with one person just because they were that drunk, couldn't understand what they were doing, where they were going, or what they wanted to do. And I get a bit flustered after telling someone 5 and 6 times that I can point them in the direction of where they might be, but I can't tell you where they exactly are because they're not my friends. Not my responsibility. Once again, not my monkey, not my circus. But a little bit funny. And that's probably the only negative thing that I've had, but absolutely awesome time. Got to see drag racing for the first time. So I got to see car and bike drags. Shout out to the guys that do bike drags. Holy fucking shit. Sorry, guys. A little bit of a dry throat today. But holy fucking shit, those guys have some kahunas, or their asshole turns into a fucking suction cap, I tell you. I don't know what's worse. Those guys go from 0 to 200 kilometers an hour in 0.5 seconds. They are absolutely nuts. Great to watch, great to experience, sitting on the edge of your seat the entire time. Definitely don't think it's a sport that I'm going to get into anytime soon because I know I got kahunas, but I don't have those types of kahunas. And yeah, I got to see, I'm more likely, if I was to jump in anything, I'd probably jump into a drag car than I would to jump in onto a bike. But even those guys are absolutely psychotic. I got to jump into some positions that I've never done at an event before. So I have worked at a few events. As you guys know, I've worked for Summer Nats down in Canberra. I've done Northern Nats this year. Oh, sorry, Rocky Nats, and now I've done Northern Nats. So Northern Nats, I was helping out with accreditation a little bit on the admin side, but I sort of just jumped in where they needed me. So I got to learn a few more positions, how to communicate properly on a two-way and stuff like that. So it was definitely a blessing, this position. I do head off to Red Centre. Oh, my God. I have 4 weeks, my friends. 4 weeks, and I fly out. Holy shit. So, yeah, I've got 4 weeks, and I fly out to Red Centre. I've got 2 weeks, and I'm back up at Vegas. So all the guys that are up there. We are taking Mullet Fest to the Royal Brisbane show. Hubby is getting his children's Mr. Squiggle drawing on his arm fixed by an absolutely beautiful tattoo artist by the name of Miguel, who we've met many a times across our have a good night, work, mate. He's off to work. Who stood up to the challenge of fixing my husband's Mr. Squiggle arm. And I've done some rough draw ups of what we would like to do, whether it is possible or if we've got to tweak it somewhere, then we will just work as we go. But definitely think it's going to be an awesome piece of artwork. Like it's going to be a lot of colouring in, a lot of white, with a dark background, just because you're going to have to black out a lot of his arm to do this. And I think it's going to be a big challenge. And I have all the faith in the world that this amazing tattoo artist is going to be able to pull this off phenomenally. So I'm going to take you guys along with that. So I have purchased a couple of more like selfie sticks and, phone holders and stuff like that, just so we can get some more of that type of footage. Not always the best when I need to be mic'd up and that, but we're definitely trying to find something that's going to work and something that's going to be, pretty standouting and, be able to see things and see angles that you guys wouldn't normally see on the socials. So yeah, it's definitely a awesome time of year. Like it's coming to the end of a lot of things. I know I've just helped my beautiful girlfriend who owns My Lot Fest launch an online campaign. So they're doing an online competition called Winter Warmers. So if you guys are interested in that, I will share that on the socials if you guys want to jump in and be a part of the competition. It's a great lot of fun, and proceeds are going to an absolutely awesome cause. We have decided to support one of our own who is fighting cancer. So all funds raised at this point in time are going to him and supporting his family, because he was a breadwinner in his family, and at this point in time being self-employed, he hasn't been able to work and spending a lot of time in hospital. And as we can all know, medical bills and expenses and medications do eventually start to add up. So all the proceeds at this point in time are going to our awesome friend. And really, really, really hard and heavy conversation to have. But yeah, proceeds are going to an awesome cause, and he definitely deserves it. He's a hardworking fellow. Which I will also share those details on the social as well for you guys to jump on and donate towards his cause. But on a lighter note, oh my God, hasn't 2 weeks been phenomenal? I got so bloody sick, and it wasn't from the actual flying itself, it was from landing. And I went on a road that I just can't believe. I can't believe it's a road, guys. What, Queensland, what are you thinking? Oh, sorry, not just Queensland, far north Queensland. What the hell are you thinking, guys? Like, this thing is like, I thought I'd be all right. Like, I thought I could handle it because, we've got some pretty windy roads out where I am, like out at Wollombi and up over Mount Shuggie and stuff like that. And I thought I'd be all right. And then you guys in far north Queensland want to shit all over my idea of, it's a windy road. Okay, cool, I'm good. No. Oh my fucking God. This thing was hairpin on hairpin with S-bends following another hairpin, following another S-bend. There was no straight lines in the road at all. There was no going straight. And my beautiful girlfriend Sarah informs me that on this road they do a tarmac rally, which is rally racing on bitumen, for those of you who aren't aware. And they get up to 120 to 130 kilometres an hour on these hairpins. And I went, you guys are insane. No, I'm good. I tap out. So conversations were rolling great till I got about, I'm going to say 10 minutes into the climb, literally 10 minutes into it. And I was green and I couldn't even eat my dinner. So I'm really sorry, Sarah, but I think my dinner's still sitting in your fridge. And it blew my mind. But the other mind-blowing part about it is I got to travel through the most beautiful part of Australia. I drove through a rainforest, which, believe it or not, it actually still rains. It not long had only just rained as we were going through it, just sprinkling a little bit, which was beautiful. It was at night, so it was fairly dark and I only got to see, you know, within light distance around me. But the feeling changes when you go through, you know, rainforests and stuff like that. The air changes, the smells changes, the sounds change, and I mean, it's like you flicked a switch. You've gone from complete suburbia, you know, highways, freeways, and animal noises from there. I do apologize for the cough, guys. My throat is, for some reason, absolutely killing me today, and I'm going to knock on wood. I'm not getting sick because I can't deal with that right now, because I do have a lot of things that acquire my attention and I just don't have the time to be off my feet. There's a few things happening in the background that I just need to be on point for. So getting sick is not on the list, guys, not on the list. So if you've got any home remedies, please let me know, because I'm going to be onto it like a fat kid on a cupcake. But yeah, it's been a whole new environment, new learning curve, new everything. The atmosphere of the rainforest is beautiful. I do wish that I was able to stay a little bit longer to do a little bit more exploration rather than what it was at sunrise and sunset. But the places that I did get to see in that time, absolutely beautiful. 100% am going back to far north Queensland. And when I'm telling you far north Queensland, like, I had to fly into Cairns. From Cairns, I think it was about an hour to almost 2 hours before I actually got to a place called Yungaburra, which is smack banging between Cairns and Port Douglas. So I'm not far from Cape York in far north Queensland. Like, I am at almost the pinnacle of Australia, the tippiest tip that you can get. And now me and my husband are having a competition of who can travel the furthest. I think it's hilarious. Just because he is in the truck. He is a little bit limited from time to time of where he can and can't go. But he's seen places I've never seen or been to or heard of. And now I can say that I've been to somewhere where he has never been seen or heard of. And I think it's hilarious because he's now getting his knickers in a knot. And he can't wait for me for traveling off to my next adventure. I don't have many photos to share with you guys with my adventure to Cairns, but there is a beautiful crystal shop that I want to go back to in Atherton. The Crystal Cove Cave, I think it was called, or the Crystal Cove. This shop is absolutely unique. I've only got a nighttime shot of it, but I'm going to jump on Google, guys, and I'm going to snippet some photos and share it with you guys, because these guys, they are on TikTok. And I've seen a lot of their stuff and they open geodes all the time, but I didn't know where it actually was, and I got to see it for the first time, but it was at nighttime. Once again, everything's closed because a lot of the traveling I did was either at sunset or midnight. Very, very long hours when you're doing gigs like this as well, which I would never change for the world. I would never change it. I enjoy what I'm doing and forever grateful for the opportunities that I do have. So absolutely phenomenal fortnight. Preparations leading up to, I did have a lot of appointments with clients that I just couldn't miss out on. It wasn't fair on them that I decided I wanted to go away for work. So fitting everyone in, you know, the week before I left, which unfortunately left me not being able to record, being away, you know, traveling and getting to and from terminal gates and checking in and checking out. And, you know I had a bit of leave over time, but a lot of that got tied up with paperwork that I need to do in the back of the scenes and some video editing stuff where I'm putting together reels. So, and that's for Mullet Fest. That's not actually for me. That was for Mullet Fest, and I'm still working on some of those as well. So, you know, I do have the capacity to video edit. I just choose not to with any of my stuff because a lot of the video editing I do for Mullet Fest, it's short little videos that I've taken myself and fitting them into reels and overlapping them with photos that I've taken, and just making those more of a slideshow than it is to be a reel or anything like that. But it is what we call reels. These, what I grew up knowing in the 90s, was slideshow from PowerPoint, and it's pretty much similar thing that I was doing for those things and those events, and building up hype and building up you know, where we're going to be, what's going to be happening, what it's going to look like, who's going to be there, sort of thing, who's been there, who came, who's seen, who conquered, who won, and getting all those types of videos put together, obviously with their permission of being able to use their images to be able to do so. So also getting some finalized paperwork for Mindset Grind Chaos. I'm in the midst of launching what we are calling the Insider Crew. And guys, this is a phenomenal opportunity to not only help build the foundations of Mindset Grind Chaos, but be a part of something that I feel is super supportive for absolutely everybody out there. It is about the mindset, it's about growth, it's the chaos of life, it's the mindset that you've got to be in, the mask you've got to put on every day. Like the Inside Crew, I've just been putting an agreement together so that everyone's on neutral territory. So I've been working behind the scenes with one of my beautiful friends who deals with a lot with contractual agreements. It's more of a handshake agreement than it is to be a legality enforcement agreement. And it's going to be limited positions that I'm going to be handing this out to you. And don't forget that MDC Clothing still has positions available to be a VIP. We only have 21 VIPs, and I have space for 50. So we still have 39. No. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say 39-ish positions left. I know it's going to put me over a little bit. Don't hold me to that. My brain's not working. It's a very busy day. Lots happening in the background. But if I can fill all those 50, I might add another 20 on there. So get sharing, guys. Jump on, register, become a VIP. You will get discounts for VIP. You will get early access. And I am working on you guys voting as well. So you guys might be able to, I'm thinking about, different things that are coming in, and, graphics and stuff like that I want to put out there. But I might even get you guys to help me decide on what goes out next, and get a vote happening. But only my VIPs and my Insider Crew are going to have that opportunity of telling the entire world what's going to be released next. So it's only going to be you guys, and you're going to be sworn to the utmost of secrecies and not leak this to anyone. But if you guys want to be a part of that, jump onto the Mindset Grind chaos.com website and go and find the VIP registration form. I don't have the Insider Crew on there. If you are interested in being in the Insider Crew, send me a message. We'll have a yarn. I'll tell you what it involves. And we'll go from there with the Insider Crew. But we're just putting some final bits and pieces together for the Insider Crew in the background. Stock is on its way for that as well. So we are building up a stockpile. I am going to start doing some pop-up shops for MGC Clothing. So you'll find us in your local shopping centres before you know it. Pardon me, guys. I am so sorry. Let me take a swig. So you will find us in your local shopping centre before you know it. You'll be able to come down, have a look at the designs face to face, try on sizing. Keep in mind, guys, MGC is about oversize and bump wear. It's about that street look. So it's not going to be your usual fit from other stores. We are based on being oversized, and I want it to be oversized. But yes, that is all happening in the background. So for Alice Springs, guys, oh my God, I get to go to Alice Springs. So I get to go to the Red Center. Super, super, super excited about that. I know one of their events is they get to do a ride through, not a drive through, a ride through. So they're really big on their motorbikes out there. And they are going to they're going for a world record of the amount of bikes to ride through I think it's a pub, which is like split in two. And it's got this big roadway in the middle of it. So yeah, or walkway through the middle, and it's motorbikes. So they're trying to do the biggest ride through. So they're still recruiting people for that. But I am super, super excited. So for that, guys, the position that I'll be helping with merchandise. But I'm actually going to be down there, guys, on the burnout pad. Yeah, you heard it. Front row. So when I can and where I can, I will 110% be grabbing some footage of the burnout cars from your people that are just starting and all the way up to your pro series. And guys, I have some videos to share with you guys of some pro series burnouts that I was able to catch from Northern Nats. But I tell you, it's going to be a whole different point of view being down on the burnout pad. So I'm actually pretty keen for that. However, it may not be the position I stay in all weekend as they may need me to fill in other positions there as well. So I'm absolutely, I have the utmost gratitude to be able to be in this position and go and help and be a part of these events. So it's absolutely phenomenal. And working alongside absolutely beautiful people. I think is the next big thing that I'm also so grateful for is that, they're so understanding and, looking after your health and well-being while being there as well. So just making sure that you're okay and checking in and as I said, I can't be more grateful. So I'll be packing my bags very shortly, but the next trip we do have is back up to Brisbane for the Royal Brisbane show. Hubby gets his tattoo, so guys, I'm going to take some videos and some snaps of that one, get a real happening of the before, durings, and afters of this tattoo. We do feel it's going to take it over a couple of days to get it done. But we're super, super excited to be able to change his Mr. Squiggle arm into something that he is so absolutely head over heels in love with. So we are a tattoo family. My boys aren't tattooed. I have told them that I will sign a waiver for them. They are both 16 and over. However, it has to be something of significance because they're not just going to get a tattoo for the sake of being a tattoo, because by the time they're 60, that tattoo may look like a rose now, but I tell you what, it's going to look like a dirty nutsack by the time he's 60. So it's definitely going to be one of those ones that look, when they're 18, I couldn't give a shit. They're their own person, they're their own adult. So one of the boys is 17 this year, he'll be 18 next year. So he'll have that opportunity to, if he wants whatever he wants and gets what he wants and it looks like a dirty nutsack by the end of it, then that's his fault. Not my monkey, not my circus. He's an 18-year-old adult. He can make his big boy choices if that's what he wants to do. Then that's what he wants to do. But until that time is that I'm happy to sign a waiver and allow them to get their first tattoo if they want to at 16. But it has to be completely significant, like really, really, really significant. Other than that, guys, there's so much happening in the background. Personally, professionally, hobby-wise as well, there's a lot happening. And you're just coming to give you guys an update, let you know where it's at. Haven't forgot about yous. I love your support. I am trying to be as consistent as possible. However, there is going to be a few weeks over the next couple of months where, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to update you every week with what's happening. But when I can, I will. And you guys, without you guys, I wouldn't have this podcast. So I'm forever grateful and have the utmost gratitude for all my listeners. And let's see what Brisbane brings. Brisbane's our next one, guys. So Royal Brisbane show, we are heading up. We'll be up there over the weekend. Once again, we'll have someone house sitting with all of our fur babies and creepy crawlies that we have here who can who can withstand being here with those types of creatures. But we are a unique family, that's for sure. No kiddies are going with us at this point in time, just because it's not really kid friendly where we're going. We are going to a tattoo parlor. There's a lot of time spent in a tattoo parlor. Kids under 18, anyone under 18 can't be in a tattoo parlor, so it's going to make it really difficult. But I do hope to eventually be able to take my kids on these road trips. It might be when they're adults, not so much kids, but they're still going to be my kids at the end of the day. But they'll have a lot more fun when they can, just footloose and fancy free because they're 18. And I think that's the best time to sort of enjoy anything and get them traveling and get them going and seeing Australia, because a lot more things open up, especially with all of our hobbies that we like to do. Like, a lot of it is that over 18s, and a lot of it requires to be an adult to be able to do it. We do have a lot of our get-togethers afterwards, and we all have a little bit of a drink. We go to the pub, we chill out, put our feet up. I do have plans of going back to Far North Queensland. I do have a plan that I would like to take the entire family up to Far North Queensland, back up to Atherton, or even Yungaburra. They're side-by-side towns up there, because I do want to go back, and I want to see this Crystal Cove, this Crystal Cave place they've got. So they've got caves in the back of the shop with crystal lined with crystals, and so beautiful, as I've been told. And they've got a dinosaur cave in there as well. So the dinosaurs. My eldest is still very obsessed with dinosaurs. So I think that would be really good for him. He's actually quite excited himself at the moment because he has just gone permanent part-time in his job. So he's like, I can put leave in and I can come and travel. And rules are to do this with us. We do need them to be 18. So a little bit of a tough love situation of no, not this year, but the year after for my eldest. But I think he's going to enjoy it a lot better, because he will be able to footloose and fancy free. He will be able to let his hair down. He'll be able to be one of the adults. He'll be able to, go and chill with all the other guys that he's been working with all week, instead of like just chilling for a couple of hours. Yeah, hi, bye, see you, mate. Nice working with you, da-da-da, and back off you go, because it heads to the pub after that for a feed and drinks, and it's all over Red Rover. So I'm actually quite excited for that. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to yarn your ear off too much longer. Brizzy, Red Centre, here we come. They are our next two shows that are coming up. I want to hear from you guys. Give me some feedback. As you all know, without you guys, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in. Thank you so much. I will be sharing everything to do with our beautiful friend who is fighting leukemia, that we're putting all our funds to at this present stage. And I'll also share the latest Mullet Fest event we have going. And hopefully I get to see you guys at one of these soon. Have an absolutely phenomenal week. And until next time, guys, enjoy.